This action-packed remaster brings the beloved Y series back to life with stunning enhancements that'll captivate both newcomers and longtime fans. Known for its lightning-fast combat and exhilarating boss fights, the game stays true to its roots while upgrading every element. Visually, the revamped character models and lush environments shine on the Nintendo Switch, adding a vibrant polish to the classic. The story follows Adal, the red-haired adventurer, as he finds himself in the perilous land of Felghana. While the core narrative remains untouched, it's the fluid combat and satisfying gameplay loop that make this remaster so exciting. Battles feel dynamic and rewarding, requiring you to dodge, strike, and strategize in real time, especially when facing the colossal bosses.
I would have you show me your abilities, red-haired swordsman.
Imagine starting your adventure with a 1,000,000-year prison sentence. Yes, you heard that right. 1,000,000 years. Freedom Wars. Remastered brings this underrated gem from the PS Vita to the Nintendo Switch, complete with stunning visual upgrades and smoother performance. This is a fast-paced action RPG that thrives on its unique premise. The only way to reduce your sentence is to fight, complete missions, and earn your freedom. The game drops you into a dystopian future where resources are scarce, and society forces prisoners called sinners to battle massive, monstrous enemies known as abductors. The combat is intense, blending third-person shooting and melee mechanics with a grappling hook system that lets you zip around the battlefield like a futuristic superhero. Whether you're playing solo or teaming up in seamless co-op multiplayer, every mission feels satisfying and adrenaline pumping. Get ready to swing, roll, and barrel blast your way through one of Nintendo's most iconic platformers, now in glorious HD. Donkey Kong Country Returns makes its way to the Nintendo Switch with enhanced visuals, crisper performance, and that same addictive gameplay that had fans hooked when it first launched. In this remastered edition, Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong team up to take on the evil Tiki Tok tribe, who've stolen their precious bananas. The levels are a masterclass in platforming design, offering tight controls, inventive obstacles, and just the right balance of challenge. Remember those insane minecart and rocket barrel sections? They're back, sharper and smoother than ever, ready to push your reflexes to the limit.
It starts you out with more hearts, and you can carry up to 9 items. What a flex!
If you're a fan of fast-paced platformers with a dark twist, Morkal Ragast's Rage is about to become your next obsession. This indie gem delivers an exhilarating mix of tight platforming mechanics, creative combat, and a brooding yet vibrant world that oozes personality. You step into the shoes of Morkal, a chaotic anti-hero on a relentless quest for revenge. The game shines with its fluid movement system, letting you chain wall jumps, air dashes, and combat moves into a seamless flow that feels both challenging and deeply satisfying. Mastering Morkal's abilities is key, as the game rewards precision and timing, making every successful combo feel like a victory. What sets Morkal Ragast's Rage apart is its combat integration. The platforming challenges seamlessly transition into battles, where you'll take on hordes of enemies with creative attacks. What happens when you combine a dark cyber fantasy setting with Metroidvania exploration and a weapon that constantly evolves? You get Blade Chimera, a game that's shaping up to be one of the most unique and exciting adventures coming to the Switch this January. Set in a dystopian world, filled with cybernetic monsters and supernatural threats, Blade Chimera puts you in control of a hero armed with a mysterious transforming sword. This isn't just any weapon. Its ability to shift forms unlocks new combat techniques and exploration possibilities. As you progress, your blade evolves, granting you access to new areas, powers, and strategies for battle. The game's mix of platforming, exploration, and combat feels fluid and intuitive. You'll face hordes of enemies while uncovering hidden paths and secrets, all presented with a stunning art style that blends neon-lit cyber elements with gothic undertones. If you're looking for a game that blends haunting beauty with deep storytelling and strategic combat, Ender Magnolia. Bloom in the Mist will be right up your alley. This atmospheric action RPG feels like a spiritual successor to Ender Lilies, delivering a mesmerizing world full of mystery, danger, and gorgeous visuals. You'll explore a land shrouded in mist, where corruption has twisted everything in its path. The game's narrative is told through subtle environmental storytelling, uncovering fragments of the past as you progress. Combat, while deliberate and challenging, requires careful strategy. Enemies hit hard, so you'll need to time your dodges, parries, and strikes perfectly to succeed, making every encounter feel rewarding. One of Ender Magnolia's standout features is its art direction. Each location is beautifully handcrafted, creating a world that feels both dark and serene. If you love co-op roguelikes with a dark, twisted flair, Raven's Watch is set to be your next addiction. This game takes classic fairy tales and flips them on their heads, blending iconic characters with fast-paced, team-based gameplay that's perfect for both solo players and multiplayer squads. Set in a world overrun by a nightmare-fueled corruption, you'll take control of reimagined heroes like Red Riding Hood or the Pied Piper, each armed with unique abilities that shine in both combat and exploration. Whether you're slashing enemies as a deadly rogue or summoning swarms of rats to overwhelm foes, every character feels distinct and satisfying to play. The game's roguelike mechanics mean that every run is fresh, with randomized enemies, loot, and challenges keeping you on your toes. What truly elevates Raven's Watch is its focus on drop-in, drop-out co-op multiplayer. If you're craving a game that challenges your mind as much as your reflexes, the Stone of Madness is the perfect puzzle strategy game to add to your list this January. Set in a sinister 18th century monastery, the game delivers a blend of stealth, strategy, and brain-bending puzzles that will keep you on edge. You control a group of characters trapped in this eerie, sprawling complex, each struggling with their own sanity. The game introduces a unique mechanic where mental instability directly impacts gameplay. Characters develop paranoia, hallucinations, and other conditions that make every decision more critical. Managing your team's sanity while solving intricate environmental puzzles becomes a test of both strategy and patience. The tension builds through its detailed, hand-painted art style, which perfectly captures the oppressive and unsettling atmosphere of the monastery. Tactical RPG fans rejoice. Phantom Brave, The Lost Hero, marks the return of a beloved classic with a fresh twist for the Nintendo Switch. Set in a beautifully imagined world, this strategy RPG combines deep mechanics, creative combat, and an emotional story that'll pull at your heartstrings. You play as Morona, a young girl with the ability to summon phantoms, spirits who aid her in battles across sprawling, gridless maps. Unlike traditional tactical RPGs, Phantom Brave allows you to freely position your units, adding a layer of strategy and flexibility that rewards careful planning. The Phantom summoning system shines here, as you can bind spirits to objects in the environment, turning anything from rocks to trees into powerful allies. Visually, The Lost Hero maintains its charming anime-inspired art style while enhancing its presentation with cleaner character designs and smoother animations.
Pull off a show-stopping transformation by confining souls into yourself to turn the tide of battle. With infinite options, the sky's, or should I say sea's, the limit.
Get ready to bring the fight on the go because Guilty Gear Strive, one of the most visually stunning and technically brilliant fighting games of recent years, is finally arriving on the Nintendo Switch. Known for its smooth combat, bold art style, and tight mechanics, Strive proves that great fighters can thrive even on portable hardware. The game shines with its incredibly fluid and flashy battles. Each character, from series veterans like Saul Badguy and Kai Kiski to newer additions, feels unique, with deep movesets that reward both newcomers and competitive players. Whether you're dishing out combos or pulling off cinematic overdrive moves, the action looks and feels amazing. The Switch port hits the sweet spot between performance and visuals. While slightly scaled down from other versions, the game still maintains its trademark 2.5D anime-inspired art style, with character models that look fantastic, even on the smaller screen.
And so begins, at long last, my world peace experiment.
Can't we just kill him together?
Company command! This is first platoon! We've lost the square! We can't hold it!
In darkness, I shall be light. In times of